Hi, Rob Linhart here in the Hazel's Wine Department, and we've got Zuper sales for the week of April 10th.
John was the first one to pull you down. He took one drink and he started to clown. Passed you the Hazel, Jane, and Jack. Penelope got you and passed you right back.
Two reds and a rosé to talk about this week. We're going to start with the 2018 Chateau Cousteau La Grangeotte Red Bordeaux. Most of you will know Red Bordeaux, almost always a blend, and that's what you're going to find here. Up front, there's a richness to this wine. Some nice oak influence, vanilla, little bit of spice showing up front, but you're going to get into some lovely cocoa, chocolate-covered dark fruits, black cherry, cassis. Some of the Merlot that's in here will come through. You'll pick up just a little bit of a blueberry tone. Nice, darker floral notes. I was thinking about really concentrated rose or violet. So you can see there's a lot going on the nose here. A relatively firm palate here, given the plush nose. So get ready for a little bit of a mineral streak. You'll get a bit of cigar box carrying through again with those beautiful dark fruits. Key here in the structure of this wine for such a young Bordeaux, already very well balanced. So the tannins already nice and fine. Good juicy acidity playing with those tannins nicely, really brings it all together on a very pleasing finish. A delightful young Bordeaux in a half bottle size, very convenient size. Don't miss out on this terrific deal. Heading to the south of France now for another delightful rosé. This is the 2020 Fabré En Provence Provençal Rosé. For a Provence rosé, I think you're going to find a bit more fruit up front than average. Nice round attack on this wine. Provence rosés typically will find a lot of herbal elements, those dried herbs, that what we call garrigue, where you'll get that kind of dried field herbs. Also typically known for a pronounced mineral streak, often very chalky on the finish. Here we will find that herbal note, but it's a bit sweeter. I was thinking more about fresh tarragon, that sort of thing. There is some minerality here, but it's not that drying, chalky minerality. It's just more of a firmer, kind of rounder style here. As with the Bordeaux, the acid here, pronounced but very juicy. Give this rosé a chance to open up a little bit. I kind of played around with it a little bit over the course of about 20 minutes, half an hour. And up front, the wild strawberry, fresh berry fruits that you find in this wine will blossom into much bigger versions of those fruits, and we'll start to get a bit of a tropical note. I was thinking about orange, blood orange even, a little bit of guava or papaya going on in there. So a lot of fruit for a Provence rosé, but still very dry, easy drinking, great deal on a good Southern French rosé. Last up, we're heading to California now, to Paso Robles, for the 2019 True Myth Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, we've got golf on the brain because it's Masters weekend, but this is actually the Ryder Cup edition. So slightly different edition from the classic True Myth Cab. Here they're drifting a little more in a sort of Bordeaux-ish direction. They're gonna blend in a little bit of Syrah, a little bit of Cabernet Franc to kind of put a bit more depth, to kind of put a little more of an old world feel to it here. But up front, you're gonna get nice dark and red fruits here. That's that blend coming into play. So I was thinking again about cassis, a little bit of blackberry, bit of leather. Then we're gonna get into a bit of a red cherry note. Definitely a very dusty, earthy element to this wine up front, especially on the nose, and that really carried through the palate, which, much like the Bordeaux, is a bit of a firmer, more elegant style. Again, like the Bordeaux, we're gonna see some nice juicy acidity on the finish. A bit more grip to the tannins here, so not quite that perfect balance, but still very easy drinking. Good finish on this wine. All around, a firmer, lighter, slightly more elegant example of that really beautiful cab we see from Paso Robles.
John was the first one to pull you down. He took one drink and he started to clown. Passed you the Hazel, Jane, and Jack. Penelope got you and passed you right back.